So once you have your shot list created and you have your shots all lined up here on the right, obviously far more than 3 shots for what you're doing, but you have a rough idea, or you have a good idea of what all your shots are going to be and where they're going to be, then you can start putting them into another document that allows you to organize them all by location. Okay, and this will give you, this is just a kind of a copy and paste thing. It's not, there's not a huge amount of work in it, but you need to try and get, you know, every shot from the garden, for example, all into one place so that you can see them all and be able to, you know, say, right, when we go to the garden, we need to get this, this, and this. When we go to the supermarket, we need to get this, this, and this. So again, this is just another Microsoft Word document, and it's a document just broken up into a series of tables. So in this case, we would have one table here. We could call it garden, and we could then start populating that just by copying and pasting from our wrong one, from our one second, now let's get rid of that, from our comments. Okay, so we've got, you know, shot 1 there, so we can just copy that. If you want to, you can kind of split your screen in 2, and we're just pasting in there. Okay, so Command V or Control V, and when you need to put a second shot in there, then you just need to add a new row. That's easy. You just hover down here at the very bottom of that particular row, click on the little plus icon, and you get another row. Okay, so that then forms kind of like everything in garden goes into this table. Now you might have a separate table there then where you get to supermarket, so that's just, you know, insert table, and you can put in 2 to begin with, or, you know, you can put in as many as you think you might need. And this would be supermarket, and then we would just start copying and pasting in there. Now if it happens to be the case that you're kind of halfway along this process and you realize, I'd really like to put an extra shot in here, for example, you know, an extreme close-up maybe of my, or Philip, the character, the protagonist, so we could put in a shot maybe where this is again, you know, garden, and extreme close-up, Philip's mouth cursing at dog, and that would be roughly eye level scan. You know, we could call that shot 2.1. Okay, so don't worry about the numbers. You can always just put in additional shots in between 1, 2, 2.13, and you can do as many of these as you need. So that would then go in as shot 2.1 in here. So we just need to add a new row, copy that out in there, and we're just keeping them in sequence. Now if you need to get rid of rows, just right click, select them all, right click, delete rows. Okay, so now we have, you know, we have something that we can use to really see, okay, well, these are all the shots we need when we go here and when we go here. This is kind of a lot of what shot listing is about. It's about organization. We're using kind of shot listing as a creative tool as well here, because there isn't a lot of emphasis here on storyboarding. So it's about understanding the kind of shot that you need, and I suppose going away to that website, the name of which escapes me now, to look at samples of medium shots, close-ups, extreme close-ups, and then kind of taking that, all of those shots in here and just putting them in sequence for yourself. Okay, so as you can see, there's no real work in this. It's just about reordering things, but it's very beneficial to have so that you don't accidentally go off and forget to get one of your shots when you get there. Okay, so that is kind of the second step of the shot list, organizing them by location.